Mawani. We're here at the Berkheimer Emergency Operations Center at Diamond Head, one of the most secure locations in the state. So fittingly, it is also the Joint Information Center where the flow of information is going through the governor and out to the various counties. But we have heard reports, as you said, of intensifying conditions on the Big Island, and we want to bring in Governor Neil Abercrombie as promised, as well as Tony Reynes with the National Weather Service. Thanks for joining us again, Governor.
Andrew, thanks for being on the job so long.
My pleasure, Governor. We've heard from a Hawaiian Paradise Park resident, Emily Ebert, who says that the conditions that you talked about earlier that we expect to happen are now happening. She's reporting large trees falling down, one tree possibly hitting school power lines coming down. This is what we expected, and we're still a few hours away from landfall.
Yeah, this is the idea that we've been trying to get across all day, is that this is an ongoing event. It's not just a singular occasion, an hour, something of that nature, the kind of thing we're used to. This is a unique event in Hawaii's history, and most certainly in our recent history. We haven't had anything like this except to compare to Iniki in 1992, and that was because we were very fortunate. A left turn got taken, and Kauai was hit. Now the whole state is going to have to deal with the question of rain, the question of wind, the question of damage. So I hope everyone understands that we've put a game plan together. We're prepared to move on recovery and on response as soon as we're able. What that means now is that everybody has to batten down overnight. This is people helping people. Send a good thought for all your friends, all your neighbors, all your family. Remember that the Aloha Spirit is something that we're going to carry through through the night and to tomorrow. And I'm going to be making certain that I go everywhere I can to make sure that people understand that we are going to be responding. You are not alone. You're not going to be left isolated. We're going to be out there responding and working with you just as soon as we're able.
And I'm sure that Emily Ebert in Hawaiian Paradise Park will take those words to heart. Of course,
we're sending all my good thoughts to her and to everybody else.
And of course, Governor, we're talking about a triple threat with Isel. We're talking about wind, we're talking about high surf, and we're talking about rain. Let's bring in Tony Reynes from the National Weather Service. Tony, we're seeing part of that triple threat right now with the winds intensifying. Talk to us about when we're going to see that second threat, rain, and then that third threat, high surf, which we saw earlier in the day, but should continue to increase throughout the night.
Well, if we look at the numbers, the latest numbers I have on the southeast coast of the Big Island in Kealakomo, we actually had a wind gust of 59 miles an hour. On the Volcano Park, they registered 51 mile an hour wind gust, and something that the governor and myself have been emphasizing all night, it's the fact that there are going to be localized effects because of the mountains, the terrain. And one of the best examples I have is Kamuela Airport, which is further north than all these other sensors that we've been having strong wind gusts. And Kamuela, despite being further to the north, they register a 47 mile an hour wind gust. So this is just the night is just starting for the eastern half of the Big Island. With the winds also are going to come heavy rains, and you're going to have that pounding surf that is going to come when the stronger winds of the storm actually make it to land. So for those that are trying to venture outside, those that are trying to take pictures of social media or trying to challenge the weather elements, this is not the time to do that. These are not fun times. These are times when a bad decision can cost you your life or your loved ones' lives. So you have to be safe. You have to be prudent. Let's all hunker down tonight, especially if you live in the eastern side of the Big Island. Stay safe. Don't pay attention to rumors. Stay informed with the best and official information coming up from official sources.
And Tony, when you're talking about 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts, we're well within the range of tropical force storm winds. What kind of further damage can we see as those winds get buffeted up to hurricane force winds possibly?
Well, we're starting to see power lines coming down and medium-sized trees coming down in the Big Island. As the night goes by and the winds get stronger, we're certainly going to see much more larger trees coming down. So if you're trying to venture outside to take pictures or just to see what's going on, you're risking the chance of having a large tree falling on your vehicle. And normally, when you have a large tree versus a person, the person is on the losing side. You're also going to see pounding surf probably bringing some kind of coastal inundation across the coastline. So people that are venturing to see what the waves are doing, they're running the risk of being washed away by large waves. So, and also, it's very important to remember that just because it's not raining in your location, on an island like the Big Island that has such big mountains, it is raining a lot on the mountains, on the higher elevations. I was taking a look at the Mauna Kea Observatory webcam, and it's been raining almost like for the last 4 hours nonstop. All that rain is going to drain somewhere. It's going to drain to the valleys. It's going to drain to the lower elevations. So I would say that right now the Big Island, the eastern half of the Big Island, is starting to see the onset of what we can call the biggest effect that Isel is going to have through the next 2 or 3 hours and through the overnight hours.
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you, Governor, for keeping us updated. I imagine, Governor, you'll be getting some rest right now, and
I don't think there'll be much rest for anybody in the state in the sense of a peaceful repose this evening. But the main thing for us to remember is this is our opportunity to all work together. This is our opportunity to allow those of us who have had the responsibility of putting a game plan together to be able to exercise it, have confidence that we'll be ready. What we need to do now then is all work together, cooperate together, stay sensible and stay safe, and as soon as we're able then count on us to put together the response and the recovery that'll make us all proud.
Thank you so much, Governor. Governor Neil Abercrombie and Tony Reyes with the National Weather Service. Time to batten down the hatches, folks, if you haven't already. The storm still looks like it's going to make landfall past midnight, so you're talking about an event going into Friday. Right now, originally it was thought perhaps that Isel would make landfall on Thursday, but right now that has been stretched into early Friday morning. That's the latest from the Operations Center here at Diamond Head. We'll send it back to you.